Alright guys, we are back here with a 1 or 2v2. This is a 2v2. We got double Bretonnia against the foul double Greenskins. So a real clash of the ages here, you know. Greenskins on one side of the field, the foul Biggins across the way, and Bretonnia on the other. A very classical fight here between two very classical enemies, knights and orcs. But I've gone with the lovely flying cav here. We've got Leoncoeur on his Bequois, as well as some Pegasus Knights. Turn, on the other hand, went with the Fey Enchantress, and a pretty nice line here. He went with the Grail Guardians to kind of act as a bit of a frontline buffer, and he's got some Knights of the Realm as well to kind of help him slam around and slalom around as they get into close combat. But our enemy has got quite a bit of Orc Biggins going along. He's also got a couple Savage Orc Biggins, and he's got a little bit of Orc Boar Boys, my favorite tongue twister. But let's just get this going and see how this battle commences. Doomdiver already just swatting a Pegasus Knight out of the air, just down and dirty. Can't even contain it. Pegasus Knight's doing some crazy action though. Want to get in there and definitely start trash cannon some of those, some of that cav. The Pegasus Knights are really going to have a pretty huge advantage against it, especially because they are going to have the terror aspect of Bequois. Turn doing some fancy mounted yeoman work in the back here. Wurzog not having any of that. My direct opponent though only has a Night Goblin War Boss, so no kind of crazy tomfoolery happening here. The lion's closing. Oh, right through the map there. The lion's closing in. Oh, yeah, Doomdiver. With the first charge of the game. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Oh, yes. Orcs all over the place. Carnage all around. Pegasus Knights really getting into the thick of it. Bequois getting completely surrounded, though. Not good. Definitely can say here that I should have taken the Pegasus Knights and helped out Lord Leoncoeur rather than going to assist over here. That was probably a foolish endeavor. But my back line here with my archers not really doing a whole lot. Fey Enchantress should have been up here to kind of give that bonus. Things going pretty well though on turn side of the field. The Grail Guardians cycle charging and doing some heavy damage. Wurzog just running out like a fucking headless chicken. Oh yeah, look at that. The Green Knight just despoiling everything. His ethereal is going to be pretty huge here. Not many things are going to be able to knock that out of play in the Orc army at least. Arrows flying all over the place from our opponent. Things aren't really going too well over at my side of the field. The Pegasus Knights getting chopped up pretty big by those Biggin units. Get that overlay back on. My front line really not doing too hot either. Oh yeah. Let's see here. The Green Knight though definitely starting to get kind of peppered down. Things being a very vicious cockfight. We're already about 5.5 minutes in, and there's no real clear victor right now. Not to say that one of them's named Victor or anything like that, but still you understand what I'm going with. Really get a sense for the Grail Knights just cutting stuff up left and right, left and right, left and right. You can see though that those big guns have really done a number to my front line. Not much is left standing, if you can't tell. And Bequois over in the corner here, just getting manhandled by all these wolf riders and these fucking goblins and spiders. Oh my, I fucking hate all these things right now. This is a very frustrating fight for me because I hate everything that was surrounding me. Everything in the fucking world was annoying me. As my left flank turn kind of really solidifies things, bringing down that goblin big boss. Wurzog's still in the back though, on his little trundly boar, just kind of tusking around, dude. Just disgusting. But the Green Knight just holding the line here. Still pretty good health. Still at 1,400 health, and he's really losing it quite slow indeed. My army, for the most part, though, has really routed, but not Lord Leonka. Just covered in gore from wingtip to wingtip. Arrows sticking out of him. Look at him. What a G. Walking around with his flaming sword like he just don't care. But we can see that Turn's kind of starting to rout the remnants of his opponent. Me, not so much, but really, once you get kind of that one opponent down, it gets a little bit easier in 2v2, because at that point you can use what's left of both of your armies to kind of overwhelm what's left of that other opponent's army. The Enchantress getting in all hot and heavy there. Boosting the Green Knight. Got some Earthblood action going on. Look at these Grail Guardians. Come on, Turin. What are you doing, man? Ugh, this is just Bush League. Guys, this is why Turn's not as good at this game, and I'm clearly better. Because here's his Grail Guardians, and here's the Yunker. Just completely surrounded by all manner of foul beasts. Boar Kings, fucking spiders. Oh god, squigs, everything. But definitely Turn's kind of mopping up over here. My army's honestly, at this point in time, the only things left in my army are Leonker and the Grail Relic. We've made his war boss rout, but he popped a potion of toughness here. That kind of gets him back in the fray for a little bit. Leonker, I was trying to get Leonker up in the air so bad. They recently patched it and made it so that it's hard to fly again. That is no more evident than I've ever seen in this fucking fight. It was so frustrating trying to get him up, and he was completely surrounded. My opponent did a really good job of like macroing his units to stay on top of Leonker completely, so he couldn't get up off the ground and start doing some stuff. But he still held the line pretty well. His health was pretty good. I got a lot of choice heals off with my Lore of Life damsel. What's called our wizard? Oh, look at that, dude. What a disgusting creature. Oh! Well, the damsel's dead. And this little guy just hobbling about like, "Ooh, I'll give you gold!" Most of his army is starting to rout here, though. We still have this fat pack on my Grail Relic. And Leonker going in for the victory kill finally on some of his leadership to really kind of put the nail in the coffin, I think. Beating them war boss cakes. Dude, look at this little thing just hobbling away non-stop on me. This is why I have trust issues. Dude, but just the glorious Leonker, covered in flaming sword and gore, ready to still engage his foul foes, as his entire army has routed. He's exhausted. He's attacked in the flank. He's taking fire. Not much good is going for him, but all that's really left is some Orc Auror boys who aren't going to be not going to be troubling us here much longer. Oh, and look, I got some spearmen. Look at those guys. Leonker finally takes to the air. Has some trouble, though, falling on his foes. Yes. Finally. Doom has come for the war boss. Yes, look at that glorious, like, stand on top of his Biquois in triumph. You deserved it, Leon. You deserved it. You French bastard. Glorious in your... resplendent in your victory. Definitely a Pyrrhic victory, though. Turn and I were talking about this after the fact. If you take a look at... my opponent was Jive Avocado. And he had way longer, way more broad of a line, way more dynamic of a line, whereas me, myself, did not have as broad of a line, so he was able to wrap up around me and really constrict me. I mean, none of my units really performed very well at all. The Pegasus Knights did really well, but Leonker kind of carried the day and was indeed the only unit alive at the end of it. But Turn's army, very good, very solid, a lot of Battle Pilgrims, barely any Foot Squires to deal with any kind of... armor, because it looks like they didn't take much, if any, at all. But he had a really good, solid infantry, or I'm sorry, cavalry line with his mounted yeomen, his knights of the realm, and his Grail guardians. It really allowed him to be versatile as well as pressure their back line, which was really awesome. And then his actual direct opponent had a very similar build to Jive Avocado, but Jive Avocado had a lot more goblins going on. But this was a really fun game. It was, as Turner and I were saying, it's probably one of the best 2v2s we've had in a long time. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Do feel free to comment. Let us know how it went, what you think I could have done better with my build, because it's not uncommon for me to lose with Bretonnia. But it was definitely very fun, kind of last man standing with Lord Leoncoeur. Also, as a side note, this is my first time using shadow play to do a cast here, guys. So if you notice any drop in frame rates, any image quality issues, do let me know. I want to make sure I'm using the best software and best experience possible for you guys. So just go ahead and shoot me a comment, shoot me a message, anything that helps. I got a brand new 440p monitor, and I'm trying to like hammer out all the kinks and bugs, and it's just been a headache. But hopefully this cast came through properly and at a good 60 frames a second. But thanks for watching here today, guys. Have a good one, and take care.